This afternoon, an update on where the investigations into Madison's missing ballots stand.
It is the final concert on the square of the season tonight. Our crew is there live with what to expect as Shostakovich and Beethoven fill the air.
And we are going to be dealing with these smoky conditions through the rest of Thursday into Friday. Details on when the smoke is finally on out of here in the full forecast.
We can see that behind you, Blaze. Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4.
All right, thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson, filling in for Brady Mallory.
Yep, we'll check in with Brady in just a minute. He and Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington are live downtown. It's the final concert on the square already.
It's just like summer flying.
It's going by too fast. Let's check in with the guys now. Hey guys, how are you feeling out there? You picked the perfect night to host concerts. Looks beautiful out there.
Well, hello, friends.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you out here.
Good to see you out here as well. Deja vu from the first one, and now this is the last one.
We started the show, now we're closing it out. This is our last act. Welcome to the final concerts on the square of the season. We have some bad news and some good news. The bad news is they had to postpone from yesterday. We had that rain, but the good news is you can ask for better weather to have it on Thursday today.
Yeah, with sunny conditions, low humidity, in all caps, a bit of a breeze that we're getting here. That part can't be beat. The smoky conditions, we have a bit of PM 2.5, it's called smoke in the atmosphere, but all in all, really nice down here for concerts on the square, and the very last one, as we were just mentioning.
People are grabbing their blankets. There's still plenty of space to come on down, and you will be treated to a pianist, a Juilliard trained pianist named Sylvia Jang. She'll be playing pieces of Shostakovich's concert number 2 in F, and then later on Beethoven's Symphony number 5 in C minor. So it is going to be quite the show here tonight.
And they've been warming up very, very loudly and ready to rock and roll this evening. And I will rock out this forecast quick, and then we'll send things back to you folks in the studio. Concerts on the square. Here's that forecast for tonight. Right at 5 o'clock, about 75 degrees. So just about where we're at right now. 73 at that all-important start time. And again, sunny conditions. That bit of that breeze coming in out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. 61. So a bit on the cool side at the end of the upcoming concert. So as you bring your blankets, you may want to bring a jacket as well. Again, we have a little bit of that smoke out there. A little bit later, Blaze is going to track that smoke and let you know when that smoke will hopefully start to filter out of the area. Those temperatures, gorgeous 74 in Madison, 76 in the Wisconsin River Valley, up to the Dells and all the way down the Wisconsin River Valley over towards Boscoville, and 75 in Janesville. And here in Dane County, let's see what we got. We got 74, 75, 76, and a 77 in Cross Plains. Again, planning in the evening. It's going to be gorgeous. Temperatures dipping down to right around 70 or so at the start of the concert. So it's a beautiful evening again, Brady, to come on down here.
Oh, thank you.
And introduce you coming back in here into our shot. But wonderful weather for this evening, and we lucked out with yesterday's rain and today being a little bit better on the condition side. So grab your blanket, come join us down here at Concerts on the Square.
Sometimes things just work out. So we'll be here 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
Ready to party.
All right, sounds great, guys. They did luck out. And you can't see it in that shot, but as you heard Alex say right there, a thick haze is gripping the area again from Canadian wildfire smoke.
That smoke is posing a challenge for people who are active outside. A lot of runners and walkers. Arman Rahman shows us how people are swimming through it at the All-City Swim Meet today.
Even out of the water and not competing, it still may feel like swimming through some unhealthy air at Madison's All-City Swim Meet.
The air is thick with essentially soot.
And that soot can feel thicker than water. When the air quality gets between 151 to 200 all day, considered unhealthy for everyone. But at Hill Farm Swim Club,
it's a great atmosphere. It's been really fun.
And organizers say smoke in the atmosphere isn't killing the vibe of this Madison staple.
They are closely monitoring the air quality, and we want, obviously, our swimmers to be safe, so that's our #1 priority. And right now, it is safe for them to swim.
Allergists say it's important to watch out for more labored breathing, nasal symptoms, and coughing or wheezing. But swimmers aren't the only ones getting outside to work out today. I'll talk to some golfers later tonight at 5. For now, reporting in Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Hour.
Thank you, Armand. And you can stay on top of this air quality with the free Firstborn Weather app. Find it in your app store by searching WISC Weather.
Around Wisconsin, the state fair is underway.
That's right. And our Tanisha Shaw is in West Allis right now showing us what's in store for fairgoers. Hi, Tanisha.
Hi, Susan and Sarah. I'm here at the Wisconsin State Fair, and let me tell you, I am bringing Dane County to West Allis, I guess you could say. I'm just trying to say that Dane County is in the building today. So take a look at this. This is my friend Bunny, and I made a lot of friends from all over Dane County. They're going to tell me about exhibiting and the cow, and I'm going to be honest, I'm so nervous next to Bunny right now. But first of all, give me, everything. Let me know about Bunny. How old is she? How much does she weigh? How is she going to do in the competition? Let me know. How does this go, Bella?
So Bunny is a Guernsey Spring yearling. She was born last March. And so when we show her, they're going to be judging her on her bone structure. And we think Bunny overall is going to do a really good job. Just she's a little small for her breed. So we're hoping it goes well, though.
But when we were just talking to our cameraman Lance, you said in a few years, though, she might be the winner. She might she might rank higher in some competitions, right?
Yes, hopefully after this fair, we breed her and hope to get a calf soon. And then we'll hopefully bring her back and show her again as a cow, and hopefully she does better then.
Okay, Mara, so tell me, exhibiting is something that y'all have been doing most of your lives, and this is the big event. How does it feel to finally be here at the State Fair?
It's nice because, like, the small fairs, you're going against people that you're always going against, I guess, and it's nice to go against people, like, that have really good animals and see how yours go up against them.
Yeah, to get like that real competition, to get that competitive edge. Okay, so now tell me, please, what is your favorite thing about the festival?
About the the food here?
Yeah, whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the food. I love all of, the good food. I love the corn here. They all have, great vendors that come in, and you try a whole bunch of stuff. It's just a great fair. I love it.
Okay, so is corn your favorite food, though? Like, the people at home want to know, what should we be eating when we drive out to West Allis this weekend?
The corn for sure. They have a really good FFA stand here, and it's by far my favorite.
Okay, and Riley, you told me that you wanted to tell the people at home about your favorite part about the festival. What's your favorite part, Riley? Everybody wants to know.
I love the people here, especially since the state fair. You get to know people all around, and just the different personalities, see how people think about your heifers, and people who don't get to see animals a lot. It's fun to see how they react, getting to just interact with them.
Yep, and as everyone said, there's so much to do and see here at the Wisconsin State Fair. And as we know, we have a bit of Waunakee, Deerfield, Sauk. We have a little bit of everywhere right here in West Allis, so it's so fun. So if you drive out here, you'll kind of feel at home too. Now, talking about that feeling at home feeling, when I think about home, I think about food. Tonight at 5, we're going to be talking at food, and then please stay tuned for 6, because then I met even more people from the South Central Wisconsin area. Susan and Sarah, I have more fun to get to, so I'm going to send it back to you in studio.
All right, Janasia, have fun out there. Those kids work all year for this.
I know.
It's very exciting.
They're very proud, you can tell.
Tonight, we're digging into what caused 193 absentee ballots to go uncounted last November in Madison.
This incident triggered investigations from both the Wisconsin Elections Commission and the city of Madison.
Our Ellie LaLiberte has been looking into this for months, and she joins us now in the studio with the latest on this investigation. What did you find out, Ellie?
Yeah, well, former Madison clerk Mary Beth Witzel-Bale was alerted of the missing ballots on November 12th, but went on vacation the next day. And it's that lack of action coupled with poor procedures that the Wisconsin Elections Commission says led to this error. The WEC concluded poll books were printed too early and the policies in place did not properly track absentee ballots. It also found that it was more than just the former clerk who failed to act. Now, those missing ballots were not enough to change the outcome of any race, but I talked with 2 voters about whose ballots were not counted, about what they think.
I feel ultimately just very disappointed and a little bit disillusioned with just, it does make me wary of just next time I'm going to be questioning, did my vote count this time?
They went so far above and beyond what I would ever reasonably expect from any government to do for 193 votes that didn't have any meaningful effect on the outcome. I think they do deserve a lot of respect, and it does, in a lot of sense, solidify my belief in this system.
Now, because of these uncounted ballots, former clerk Witzel Bale was placed on leave in April and ultimately resigned from her role in March. I tried to reach her for comment, but did not hear back.
All right, so what happens now that the investigation part is over?
Yeah, so at the WEC's last meeting earlier this month, they gave the city clerk's office until August 7th to submit some updated procedures and policies.
Now, you spoke with the acting clerk, who is replacing Witzel Bale, and also the city attorney, right? And what did they say about the latest things you found in your investigation?
Yeah, well, we talked a lot about the specifics of those updated policies. He says the clerk's office has already done some of those changes, has really taken that in stride. Some of the things that they talked about, for example, were how absentee ballots are going to be tracked and the role of election officials after the election, making sure that there's double checks in the future to make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
Now, there were 2 investigations. How are they different?
Yeah, so of course the city did an investigation and the WEC. Both investigations found that the former clerk Witzel Bale did not do her job. Essentially, she failed to train her staff and implement procedures to avoid this. However, the WEC found probable cause that the clerk broke 5 election laws. However, it did not recommend any legal action against her. You can hear a little bit more about why that decision was made tonight in my full report on News 3 Now at 10.
We will see you at 10, Ellie. Thank you.
Thanks, Ellie.
Well, the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is having its final Concert on the Square event of the summer tonight.
That's right. Brady Mallory and Alex Harrington are live downtown with coverage leading up to the concert. And look at that hazy sky. My goodness. We'll be right back.
We're back and heading back downtown for the final Concert on the Square. It's been such a great season. This is the last performance of the summer. It goes by faster every year.
It does. It's so hard to believe. And that's where we have Alex Harrington and Brady Mallory standing by right now, joined by Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra CEO Joe Lanus ahead of the latest concert.
Well, somehow it is the last Concerts of the Square of the season. I don't know where June and July have gone. It's already August. Tomorrow, what, like 147 days until Christmas, but who's counting? Anyway, I'm here. We're here at the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra CEO Joe Lanus. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. It's been a really successful summer.
Yeah.
The crowds have been big. The music has been energizing, and really, we bring the community together, and you just can feel the really strong community tie and energy here.
And we're seeing that. I mean, you never want to postpone an event. It worked out well today, but I mean, everyone's showing up. They're saying, hey, let's have Wednesday on a Thursday and we're going to have a good time. What does that mean to you that people are turning up to listen to this wonderful music that we have?
Well, I think it's a testament to what I always say about being a proud Madison resident. Like, we show up. We show up to sporting events, we show up to musical events, community events. And Concert on the Square has been in the fabric for 42 years.
Yeah.
Like, we show up and you kind of see it. This is a Thursday and people are starting to come downtown.
Yeah, and you know, we had some weather yesterday, but things are going great today, Alex.
Yeah, overall today, even though we have some smoky conditions that we're dealing with, it's nothing like what we experienced 2 years ago where we had hazardous air quality issues. And if folks are not aware, Joe and I, we text each other, we call each other, and last week, I think each week of this season, we've had some sort of weather forecasting challenge to get through. Yesterday, total washout, so that would have never have worked yesterday. But with the bit of smoky conditions that we have out here for tonight, it's really quite nice. 70s, breeze out here.
Yeah, you know, I think. Thank you. By the way, I feel like I have an associate's degree in weather.
Do you want to be on TV with us?
Maybe. We'll talk about that.
You know, I try to teach.
Yeah, it's been amazing, really amazing. If we had more time, I'd tell you just what I'm learning. But in any event, yes, people are coming down. I think it's nothing like 2 years ago where we had to cancel Wednesday and Thursday. I think people are having a great concert tonight, and come downtown and enjoy some music.
I love that piano in the background. It's kind of singing to us right now. Before we go, there are some Concerts on the Square merch that we want to talk about. So so we have an official Concerts on the Square blanket here.
Yes.
Get it right side up.
So we always do a poster with a local artist. It's so traditional to Concert on the Square. And this year, we turned that poster into a blanket.
Yeah,
so
that's
this
really
is
nice.
Angelica Contreras. She's been with us 2 years. And she with this beautiful tapestry of blankets and building community through music. So.
And there's also the official mug, and you can put coffee, water, juice, iced tea anything you want, really.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, concerts on the square. You can pick up some merch. We've done a really nice job, and I appreciate the community responding to just being proud of being part of Wisconsin Chamberworks during Concerts on the Square, and you can do your part through merchandise.
Well, I'll let you keep that blanket because I did bring my own,
Yes.
Joe. I know you've been fitting
Reba
for this,
McEntire.
so I bring it every year.
That's
so
great.
I knew you were worried that I didn't have it with.
Brady.
I'll go put this on the lawn.
Yeah, please.
I will.
Reba.
Next year you'll have to bring Dolly then.
I know. I'll work on that. Goals, everyone.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Well, we'll be seeing everyone later on in the show. We have plenty more to come here on Live at 4 today. Back to you in the studio.
I knew the Reba blanket was going to make an appearance. Thanks, you guys. Boy, the temperatures are great tonight. It's nice and refreshing, but that haze in the air is the big story. And Blaze, I'm kind of regretting that I opened up all my windows and let the air in.
I know.
Look at that shot.
We traded, this is live, by the way. This is our Edgewater Skycam looking towards Lake Mendota. Obviously, the university right there beyond the currents when it's 74 degrees in downtown Madison. But this view has not changed really throughout the entire day. We traded the heat and humidity for comfortable conditions, but hazy conditions as well. So we got rid of one kind of extreme, and now we've got the other as a high pressure system. Keeps us on the cooler side. I mean, if we got rid of all the smoke, it would be a beautiful day out there, but that high pressure system, its path that it took through Canada has brought down that air as it originated in Alaska and has since moved its way through Canada and is now overhead. And that's the reason why our air quality is unhealthy, not for some, that would be orange, but it's red, so it's unhealthy for everybody. Prolonged being outside is not advised, especially if you are sensitive to this smoke. Now, I've been looking at this list the entire day via IQ Air. These are the smokiest cities in America currently. This is updating in real time. Beloit, Joliet, Milwaukee, Chicago, and Evanston are the top 5 cities that are the most smoky in the United States. Green Bay and Milwaukee, we have been on this list throughout the entire day. Madison, we've been in and out as well. There is some good news. The smoke is going to move on out of here, but it's likely going to move out as we go into Sunday because our winds will then turn out of the south. Right now, they're going to stay out of the northeast. We'll get a little bit better air quality tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see another day of unhealthy for all of us, but at the very least, it may be just unhealthy for some. So slightly better, but still not ideal as temperatures sit in the 70s tomorrow, cooler than where we should be for this time of year. Winds are going to remain light and out of the northeast, and if you can look beyond the haze, it's going to be clear to mostly clear. So we got 2 areas of smoke that's impacting us. The high pressure system brought down smoke out of Canada. We also have wildfires out west, and watch as that smoke moves on in and essentially joins the plume of smoke coming out of Canada. So this is why I think we're likely going to be dealing with these hazy conditions in some capacity through probably Saturday. This is Saturday at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we're still dealing, marked by the oranges and the reds here, with that thicker smoke. So southerly winds will eventually take on over and eventually push a lot more of this smoke in the plains, northern and central plains, back up into Canada. But until that happens, we're going to be dealing with these hazy conditions. I reached out to the Wisconsin DNR as they're the ones who issue air quality alerts. And back in 2023, Alex and Joe had mentioned that when they were talking about Concerts on the Square, that was a smoky year. And so we had 15 days where air quality alerts were issued based on the smoke. This year, including today, we are at 16. So that just kind of puts into perspective how much smoke we've been dealing with this year in 2025. There is a look at our 7-day and 10-day forecast. Southerly winds take on over, so we're back into those humid conditions by Wednesday of next week, with rain chances picking up Thursday through that following weekend.
Okay, thank you so much, Blaze, and stay safe out there, too. Glad it'll end finally. Coming up on Live at 4, our senior Packers writer has analysis from another day of training camp.
And Alex has an update on the forecast live from Concerts on the Square on the lawn of the state capitol. That's coming up just a little bit later.
Hard to believe Packers training camp has passed the 1-week mark.
News 3 Now's senior Packer writer Jason Wilde has been keeping up with the team in Green Bay, and he's bringing us analysis ahead of the preseason opener.
How you doing, everybody? It's Jason Wilde at Lambeau Field. You know, the Green Bay Packers have a lot of wide receivers, more wide receivers than they have room for on their roster. And yet there's only one of them who has been working out with Jordan Love during the offseason every year dating back to before he was even in the league. And that's Romeo Doubs. And that connectivity showed itself today toward the end of practice when Jordan Love on a big third down play connected on a back shoulder ball to Romeo Doubs that won that session for the offense. And we asked Romeo Doubs, how did you make that catch? It was this turning, twisting catch. He said, I have no idea. I don't even remember how it happened. Well, I remember, and it was pretty impressive. That's it from here for now. Remember to make sure that you go to channel3000.com for all of our free Packers coverage, and make sure you sign up while you're there for the free daily newsletter so you can have your Packers coverage delivered right to your inbox.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, still ahead on Live at 4, Josh Spreiter takes us to the all-city swim meet on Madison's west side.
Yeah, another big event happening today. Plus, millions of Americans will see interest accrue on their student loans starting tomorrow. The resources available when we come back.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Hello, everybody. It's 4:30 on this Thursday afternoon. Welcome to Live at 4.
Welcome. I'm filling in for Brady today. Sarah Carlson here. He's downtown covering the final concert on the Square event of the summer.
And before we go downtown and check with Brady and Alex, let's take a look outside today. This haze in the sky is really easy to see. Hopefully it's not affecting bikers and runners too badly. But air quality has been the big topic today, and the weather words, hazy skies continue, but the fish are still biting.
Exactly. It doesn't seem to be bothering him too much, and Alex and Brady as well. Seems that things are going well. How does the air quality feel down there right now?
Well, you know, I love the saying, if you want the rainbow, you have to put up with the rain.
That's right.
Yesterday we put up with the rain, and today this is the rainbow. Concerts on the Square, last one of the season, and you couldn't ask for a better day.
Yeah, it's overall really quite good. I know we have our air quality concerns out there, but as we were just talking to Joe a little bit earlier in the newscast, this is nothing compared to what we experienced 2 years ago. Don't want to dismiss the air quality not being that great, but we do have the benefit this time around. 70-degree temperatures out here. Low humidity. This time I'm not actually dabbing off the sweat this time.
It was the first time we were here. That was something else.
Yeah, it was buckets of sweat. It was gross. But today, not at all. We even get a little bit of a breeze coming out of the northeast here. And let's do that contest on the Square forecast here. I will do so. 75 right about now, and as we head towards 7 o'clock, it's down to 73. You may want to consider bringing a light jacket. As I look around here at folks, some folks are doing so, having that long sleeve shirt on, an extra blanket, because by the time we get to the end of the concert, it's going to be a bit on the chilly side, and certainly feeling a bit on the chilly side, no doubt, because we've been so warm and so humid. That current smoke concentration out there right now here in Madison, you see the yellows, but the greater concentrations of that PM 2.5 of that smoke seems to be right now north up towards central Wisconsin, and our air is coming in from the north and east, so hopefully we just keep a little bit more on the moderate side, as it looks like here, of that smoke concentration in the atmosphere as we have that air coming in off of Lake Michigan. Those temperatures out there right now, stellar. 74 degrees here in Madison, 76 up in the Dells, and 75 Janesville, 74 to the southwest and southwest Wisconsin. We got 74 to the northeast up on 151 in Sun Prairie, and 76 to the southwest if you're taking a trip to Verona. But if you're going from Sun Prairie through Verona, why don't you stop downtown here for the concerts on the Squares as we plan those individual hour by hour temperatures, 75 at 5, 70 again at 7 o'clock, and by the time we get a little bit closer to the end of the concert, we'll be down to 61 degrees. So did you bring something a little bit warmer to put on for the concert?
Well, I do have that for later when it gets chilly, and so you'll want to tune in at 5, and I'll show you what I brought. And we're hearing pieces from Shostakovich and Beethoven tonight, so I think it's going to be a stellar night of music and community tonight.
Yep, beautiful night. Again, this is that community mural, as I call it, of all of the blankets that are being put out right now. So come on downtown. Overall, it's a beautiful evening.
Yeah, we'll save a spot for you, Susan and Sarah.
All right, appreciate it, guys. These are those summer nights to savor.
Exactly, too few.
Because you know they're numbered. We'll check back in a little while, guys. Thank you. And you can keep an eye on the air quality and everything else weather-related with the First Warn Weather app. Download it by searching WISC Weather wherever you get your apps.
In the news now, Madison police are investigating after 2 men were hurt during an armed robbery late last night. Officers responded to a business in the area of Argosy Court and Atlas Avenue just before midnight. 4 people with guns allegedly surrounded the victims, demanding they go back inside while they searched the business. The suspects took one of the victims' bags and their wallet during the robbery. Both men went to the hospital, but their injuries are minor, and officers are looking at security video now of the incident, but have not yet arrested anyone. Now, police believe the victims were specifically targeted as well, so they're asking anyone with information about this robbery to contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers 608-266-6014.
A woman who nearly stabbed her classmate to death in 2014 to appease the fictional character Slender Man will be transferred from a psychiatric hospital to a facility in Sun Prairie. Today, a Waukesha judge approved a plan to move Morgan Geyser, who is now 22 years old. The decision to place Geyser in Sun Prairie followed objections to an earlier plan that would have placed her just 8 miles from the home of the victim in the attack.
I don't think there's anything inappropriate about this particular placement, and I will approve the conditional release plan as recently submitted.
Now, earlier this month, Geyser's lawyer won her release from the Winnebago Mental Health Institute. She was sent there after pleading not guilty by reason of mental illness to the attempted homicide of her classmate in 2014. The then 12-year-old Geyser stabbed her classmate 19 times while her friend Anissa Wire egged her on.
Tomorrow, millions of borrowers will see their student loan balances increase. Earlier this month, the Department of Education announced it would resume applying interest to loans held by people enrolled in the income-driven repayment plan known as SAVE. The Biden administration launched that plan to help borrowers struggling to keep up with high-interest loans. Since last summer, those borrowers have had their payments paused and balances frozen after 2 judges ruled the Biden administration overstepped its authority.
With interest set to accrue tomorrow, borrowers with questions about how to check the status of their student loans can call the Wisconsin Coalition on Student Debt's free helpline. That number is 833-589-0750.
Right now, the All-City Swim Meet is underway in the 608.
News 3 Now this morning's Josh Spreiter takes us to the west side to preview a big weekend ahead when we come back.
And hazy conditions continue. Blaze Keller and Alex Harrington are keeping an eye on when we could see some relief in your First Warn forecast.
Here's a live look this afternoon at the Capitol Square. Despite hazy conditions, the concert is on. Plenty of time to get down there. It's only 20 to 5. The music starts at 7, and there's still room. Put a couple blankets down.
I was just going to say that. I always look and say, hey, so many people are probably hopping in their cars. Now let's get out to Brady and Alex, who are live downtown, enjoying the beginning of that filling up stage of the concert. Hey, guys.
Yeah, Sarah, Susan, it is filling up down here. Everyone's bringing, I call this the community mural of all these beautiful blankets getting set up. We still got 2.5 hours before Concerts on the Square begins, and it's beautiful temperature-wise, humidity-wise, a little bit of a breeze. And Brady, you got your blanket, and you wanted to show.
Well, yes, I do, Alex. In fact, I know a lot of you have been to Concerts on the Square, but some of you maybe haven't. So you might be asking, Brady, how does this work? Well, first, you have a blanket, you bring it, you lay it down on the lawn, and then if you get together with friends, you want to have a snack. You want to impress them, right? So all you need is one of these little wood slab thingies, and I used a quiche dish. This was my mom's, and I made a little charcuterie platter. You can do this in a pinch, pack it up. It's been on ice, don't worry. But I made little flowers out of the meats, just roll them up and put a toothpick in there. We have some cheeses. We have a nice, spicy, locally sourced jam. And then you know what? We're not animals. We want to have a little ambiance. So there we go. Just put some little flowers in there. And the trick is, too, all of these things were pre-cut and I bought them in the package. So it takes like 5 minutes, but you want to tell your friends you spent hours cutting all of this and putting it together for them.
All the labor, but then you just showed everybody to get it all set up. That took like not even a minute.
And you know what? If you want some veggies, throw some carrots in there, have some crackers, and you've got yourself a meal at Concerts on the Square.
You need a beverage too here.
I do.
So we
have the official mug that you can get down here at Concerts on the Square.
The WCO Concert Square mug, and we got water here for you, Brady.
We're on the job.
Yes, we're on the job here. So I'll pour you something here to refresh your thirst here
as
we
go.
Approach the concerts in a couple hours.
So maybe, I don't know, I'll put more tips online or something. Maybe this is like my side hustle.
Wow.
Charcuterie on the go.
And you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled because I may want to take one of those.
Yes, take as much as you want. I will share. I don't have enough for everyone though, but you might have to pack your own. There is enough room for everyone who wants to come to Concerts on the Square, the last one of the season.
Last one of the season. There you've got everything. You got the forecast, temperatures right around 70. You also got the demonstration of how to bring your blanket, how to set your food, and also how to pour a beverage.
Yeah, stick with us here on News 3 Now, channel3000.com, our mobile app. We've got you covered with a whole bunch of stuff and also news you can use in your forecast.
That's right, that's right. First one, weather up, WISC weather. We'll return things to folks in the studio.
All right, so it's charcuterie by Brady.
I like that.
And now we're hungry. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Coming up on Live at 4, Josh Breiter will take us to the All-City Swim Meet.
And later, we'll tell you about the flight Dane County Airport will be offering this fall, specifically for Badger fans. Well, in the 608, the All-City Swim Meet is now underway in Madison.
Josh Breiter is on the west side with a story.
We are at Hill Farm Swim Club, where the All-City Swim Meet is now underway heading into the weekend, and I've got a couple of special guests joining us in the 608. I have Jana and Stan. Guys, thanks for having us out here.
Thank you for being here.
So the All-City Swim Meet back at Hill Farm, you guys are super excited and ready for a fun weekend.
We're so excited. We've been waiting for this for years. We were the first pool in 1962 to have it in a pool. Prior to that, it was at B.B. Clark on Lake Mendota, and back in 1962, we had the first All-City Meet, and here we are back again.
And this is a family affair for you guys because, Stan, you're actually Jana's dad.
Yes. Well, I took over in 1970, and we've had 7 All-Cities here. This is our 7th one, and we just, and then luckily, Jana was able to rise to the occasion to be the pool director, and we're here.
This is so cool. What is the All-City Swim Meet all about for folks that maybe don't know what it is?
Yeah, you bet. It's about the kids, and it's about the kids having fun, kids working together, kids learning how to swim, friendly competition, and then also doing things that are beyond themselves. So here, there's 13 pools in the league, and we work together to raise money for Second Harvest for food insecurity. And since 2008, we've raised over $2 million. Just this year alone, we've raised over $53,000 as a league.
Wow, that's huge. And Stan, like over the years, obviously there's some history here. How special of a place is this for you?
Oh, this is my second home. Actually, it started here with 50 swimmers. And we have over 2,100 swimmers today celebrating. It's not a football game, it's a cheering game. And people will cheer regardless of who. Yes, we want our team to win. Hill Farm won one time, 1962, but we're here.
Awesome. So if people want to come out this weekend, you guys are just getting started today. There's plenty of action they're going to be able to check out.
We have all the older kids swimming today, all of our 8 and under, 9 and 10 swimming tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we'll have our relays and our championship finals.
And obviously, I see a lot of folks around here. It takes a lot of volunteers to make this happen, too.
Oh, it does. We have across all the pools, we have over 500 volunteers in 700 different jobs.
Wow, awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for having us out here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, you bet. And if you'd like to learn more about the All-City Swim Meet, again, happening here at Hill Farm Swim Club, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. In Madison, I'm Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Good luck to all the swimmers. It's so weird, Blaze, to see everybody in jackets and sweatshirts.
I know, but 74 degrees with dew points in the upper 40s to low 50s. If we could just clear out this smoke, it would be a perfect Thursday afternoon with similar conditions expected on Friday in terms of temperature and humidity. Unfortunately, also what we're expecting tomorrow is the smoke to stick around. That was currently looking at our Edgewater sky cam towards Lake Mendota. We are underneath an air quality warning through noon on Friday. I would not be surprised if we either get a new air quality warning or this one currently gets extended, because we're likely going to be dealing with more smoke as we head into the weekend as well. There is some good news. While air quality currently is unhealthy, tomorrow we get unhealthy for some, so slightly better air quality. I would still continue to, if you're sensitive to poor air or not, maybe limit your time and your pet's time outdoors just to reduce what smoke you can from getting into your lungs and your pet's lungs. Like today, tomorrow's going to be very comfortable. We should be in the low 80s, but we're going to be in those mid to upper 70s. And if you got rid of all that smoke, it would be clear to mostly clear. The light northeasterly winds making it very comfortable outside. But they're going to continue to bring down not only the Canadian smoke, but also some smoke from some wildfires out west as our high pressure system that brought down the smoke in this cooler air moves off towards the south and east. Southerly winds are going to help move in some of that smoke as we head into Saturday morning from out west. So that high pressure system is going to continue to circulate this smoke north and eastward. As southerly winds take on over going into Sunday, we should start to get some relief here in terms of smoke, but and here's the unfortunate part. The humidity returns as those winds turn out of the south. Our dew points go from noticeable to comfortable to back into those low to mid 60s. And then as we head into Tuesday onwards of next week, southerly winds make those dew points into the mid to upper 60s to low 70s. So that would be uncomfortable, not where we once were with those dew points in the 70s approaching the 80s, because this high pressure system isn't moving as far south. It's more or less going into the Carolinas. If we wanted more of that tropical air, it would have to go further into, say, Georgia or Florida. So there's a little bit of silver lining. It's not going to be as bad as where we have been, but certainly this is some very comfortable air, and unfortunately we're dealing with some wildfire smoke as this comfortable air is overhead. But as that humidity returns, so do our rain chances. Take a look. Rain chances returning Tuesday of next week, but it looks like the best chance is going to be Thursday into that following weekend.
Well, heads up, Badger fans, the Dane County Airport will bring back nonstop flights to some UW football games.
This fall, the airport will offer flights for the Badgers' September game against Alabama and their late October game at Oregon. A full list of flight times and dates is available on channel3000.com.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, if you're a fan, you want to be there.
Easier.
Yeah, in a direct flight. Absolutely.
Boy, it is refreshing outside tonight. Feels good.
And gosh darn it, it's smoky.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
I want to open up the windows, but let's keep them closed. Maybe we just don't have the AC on, but let's keep the smoke out of the house tonight and through the weekend.
Good idea.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Blaze. We'll be right back. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4. National Night Out is quickly approaching. It's on Tuesday of next week. We'll talk with Madison's acting police chief about why this event is so important for the community. And straight ahead tonight at 5, our Tanasia Shaw joins us live from the Wisconsin State Fair, which kicks off today in West Allis. The cream puffs and food on a stick. Thanks for joining us today at 4, everybody. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow. You can always catch us 24/7 streaming on Channel 3000+. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.